Hi everybody and welcome back. Today I get rid of my incandescent bulbs for my headlights. Diode Dynamics sent me a set of these. These are the H11 SL1 whites. And from what I've seen, they are quite impressive. They are plug and play, so you're not going to have to worry about doing anything weird to any of your connectors. You are going to have to possibly change a collar position so you get your LED pointed in the right direction, but that shouldn't be an issue. These have a 3-year warranty and they are street legal, and they're going to be putting out 1630 lumens. It does come with a set of installation instructions, and they do have information in there on how to adjust the collar. So let's get the camera moved, say a fond farewell to our incandescent bulbs, and graduate up to these awesome LEDs. I'm going to start on the driver's side, so I'm going to take a Phillips head screw and I'm going to remove this little grommet here, make the center pop up, and just rotate it around in a circle till it comes up. Put it up by the windshield so I don't lose it. Now when I remove the filler tube for this windshield washer reservoir, I'm rotating it counterclockwise and clockwise just to wiggle it out of the hole. When you put this back in, I did put a little bit of silicone paste around here and a tiny bit in that hole, so this comes in and out a lot easier. Alright, so let's get the bulb out of here. Now this is the outside bulb that I'm going for, the low beam. So you come in here, grab it and turn it counterclockwise. It unlocks. We'll pull it out there. You'll see on the connector there's a detent you need to push on the very outside by the wires. So you go and push on that with your thumb. And then pull the bulb out. Say goodbye to the incandescent. Say hello to LEDs. Alright, so what I have to do here is this housing needs to be pointing perfectly up and down, because we want the LEDs to be projecting out the sides. We don't want our light coming off this way. We want our light coming straight out from the sides and projecting outwards like this. So what I'm going to have to do is get under here, remove this little rubber collar. And you're going to see there's a little Phillips head screw in there. So there's a little Phillips head screw. And I'll get my little screwdriver here, and we're going to get this collar adjusted. I'm going to take and back this out. Yeah, I'm going to put it up here by the windshield so I don't lose it. But you should be able to lift this collar up and give it its rotation. Okay, so here's how it sits in there when it's locked. And this one, the LED one, needs to be facing directly down. So I've got my collars matched. Now I'm wearing gloves, so this isn't as easy as you think it is to put on. So what I've done, and yes, I have already put the screw back in and tighten it back down, is going to start on one side, hold it down here with my thumb. I'm going to take a little flat edge precision screwdriver and run it around the outside of this, and this gasket is just falling back into its place. And there you go. That one's ready to go back in. Now, I believe I should wear gloves with these because I'm treating these just like I would as if I'm swapping out a regular incandescent bulb. You don't want to touch the bulb surface, the glass, and I don't want to be touching these LEDs because I'm pretty sure they put out some heat, and any of those oils from my fingers are going to be sticking on there, and you're not going to have that heat dissipation that you're supposed to. This one has even got a built-in fan in the bottom. Get her back in the hole. And that's straight. I'm going to take our original connector, and you can see that this one says positive and negative on the connector. Now I can see a red wire and green wire on here. So I know it's going to go in this way. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. That is bright. Now, for right now, that little, I suppose I want to call it a ballast, but that little unit I pushed in right underneath the housing, and it's just wedged in between the plastic. Now, I'm sure I'll see how it sets in there, but if it ends up falling, then I'm going to have to zip strip it to something. So you take the filler tube and get this back in. Once again, rotate it as you're putting it back down in there. Push the center, get that up. This side's done. Alright, so we're going to have to take the snorkel off, do this side. And take our flat edge, rotate that center until it pops up. Grab the center, rotate around until she comes up. Same on this one. Pull the snorkel out. Alright, let's get this old incandescent out of here. So rotate counterclockwise. come down here. There's a little lock on the back of the connector. You're gonna have to push with your thumb. There you go. So what I'm going to do, see where this little Phillips head screw hole is? I'm going to come up underneath here and I'm going to pop this rubber off of here. I'm coming here and loosen up that little Phillips screw. Right there, so I don't lose it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come underneath here. See how this has got this little collar right here? I'm just going to pry it up a little bit. Let's look at this one again. And I know I need to rotate this collar. I believe it's right there. Let's see where we are now with the lock. And you get the little screw back in here. Okay. See what I mean about this? You just want to make sure you can see the flat part of the inside when that goes on. So I take and start over here by the screw side. I take my little flathead and I'm going to run it around a circle here. To get that gasket reseated. There you go. Take a look around, see it's all back in there. It is. So let's put her in the hole and see what it looks like. That one's in place. Put the connector back here. I'm going to look at this. And I can see on this connector, there's nothing on this side, but the other side's got a positive side and a negative side. You can see the plus and negative sign there. So I'll look at the connector here. And I can see green, which is negative, and red, which is positive. I'll hold it like that. And that's it. Now that one, I'll probably end up zip stripping. Not necessarily. The wire harness is pretty tight and it'll hold that in place. I'll take a look at it in a couple days after driving and see how much it's moved around. But let me come over and take a look and see if the light works before I put the snorkel back on. Very nice. Like I said, watch this part of the snorkel as you're inserting it in there. Make sure you get it in there. Some people have problems with it. Okay, we'll push the centers out of these up a little bit. Put one side in first, push it down, click it. Same thing with this one side in first. And that's it. Gone are the yellow lights. This is going to be a huge improvement for nighttime driving. Thank you, Diode Dynamics, for sending these to me. Give them a couple nights drive around, see what you think, and pretty sure I'll be impressed. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Don't be afraid to work on your car, people. Take care, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye now.